And look,
No, it's fine.
he walks away.
As long as I can sync it up. All right, folks, welcome to a very special IBWIP on location in Peoria, Illinois. And these yahoos I have with me right here is Call Me Bronco. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
We have Sam, Aaron, Keith, and Bobby. Right?
Yeah.
All right, so first question, how did the name Call Me Bronco come about? Who wants to take it?
Uncle Barbecue and the Dum Dums.
Yeah. That was me and Aaron. It came from Groundhog Day.
Okay.
It's a line that Bill Murray says. So.
Was it a unanimous decision or?
No. I started. I was going to do it as my solo thing, and
So that would be yes.
and then Aaron wanted to. I wanted Aaron to come to the show. I wanted to come hang out with me at a show, and like the good supporter he is of the local scene, he didn't want to pay to get in. So I was like, we'll just bring your drum kit and play with me, and you'll get free beer. And so he never went away after that.
And then, how did you guys get into the band? Just showed up too on different days, or?
Oh, mouthful of bologna.
Keith, we were going to record, and so I just kept on telling Keith to show up to shows.
Keith,
I just kept on telling Keith to show up to shows.
I'll return. I will return.
I was like, no, you'll learn the songs. Here, we got a show book. So he didn't know the songs at all, and he just forced him basically to learn the
basically,
songs
hey, you want to come record with us? Sure.
Yeah, like, actually, we have a show. And
the recording guy never showed up.
And then Keith never left.
So they just, by default, they joined your band without you approving.
It's just so false.
I said it.
I came and played along with you one night, and you were like, all right, so we have a tour booked for How? We don't even know we.
So the first time I heard of Call Me Bronco, my fiance comes back from the Weekender with your guys' CD, and she's like, you got to listen to this band, Call Me Bronco. And I put it in, and it's never left rotation. And then I finally got to see you guys play live at Muddy Roots last year. How did you guys come about getting on the Muddy Roots lineup?
That guy did a lot for Jason.
I volunteered in 2012, and I got to know Jason, and then I kept on bugging him about putting me in, just constantly bugging him about it. But I actually worked. I did all the. I didn't know what I was doing, but they came up, and I was supposed to be giving bands waters and stuff, and Jason came up to me and asked me if I had any experience as an electrician. I said,
Sure.
I said, yes, like I always do to any question that's asked me. And so luckily there was a guy that did know what he was doing, and so I helped Jason wire the cabins, and then I just kept on bugging him about booking us, and so they booked us on the Spring Weekender. And then Xander Schloss told him to book us on the main festival. So
awesome. And I think it was it you guys had like an 11:30 show.
Yeah.
Sunday morning
at 11:30, which, to be honest with you, two of the best bands I've seen at Muddy Roots have both had that same time slot. So I think it's a good time slot. But you guys really killed it, and it was quite a crowd. Have you guys had some momentum since showing up on and doing those two?
Yeah, there's like I've never been in a band. I haven't been in that many bands who've been on tour, but I've never been in a band that actually just tours worked out so fast.
I've never been in a band where anybody shows up besides your girlfriends and maybe two friends.
But Muddy Roots helped out a lot.
That was insane.
The other two things are like we keep on getting show offers, and people are like, "Oh, I know."
I don't know what that is.
It's IBWIP show.
Yeah, it's so.
I'm the illegal one.
Be when you pee.
I'm the one that does the illegal things. And I'm probably illegal in every country and state.
We're not allowed to take you in Canada.
The other thing,
you can't go to Canada.
It keeps on coming up after Muddy Roots.
We need fucking passports.
Probably at least one show I book a tour after this last Muddy Roots is someone tells me that my guitar Bobby's not allowed to trip on acid. Because someone dosed him at Muddy Roots last year, and he wreaked havoc among the campsites. On
Yeah, I
Friday
didn't
night.
want to take acid.
Yeah, I was asleep and can't drink too much.
So
Yeah, and 1180s are not a thing. If you guys didn't know that was a number, 1180 is not a number.
He'll tell you.
So Bobby, you were gone.
It's not a Kentucky thing. It's an acid thing. It's a strict acid thing.
You were gone when we asked the question, but how did you join the band?
I've never had any interest in playing an acoustic guitar. And an ex or a girl thing kept asking me to get an acoustic and play it around the house, and I did, and I swore off bands at the time when I was trying to go to school. And I started learning all these acoustic ditties and runs and stuff, and I'd play guitar with Sam. And we'd sit together and do that, and then, yeah. It was like, well, these are actually Call Me Bronco songs. Will you play?
now that you've learned them secretly, now we need you to play.
And then we started writing songs together, and then we started making it a habit of just writing together.
To be fair, I didn't want to play music anymore either.
Well, how did you start playing the drums? Or when? Was it for a
Sam
girl?
just suckers everybody.
I started playing
That's what he
drums when I was a
does.
kid,
Oh,
and then I quit.
you think you're done, huh? Wait till I come.
I played a bit.
I'll make you live my dream.
I was in my
No inside jokes
later
outside.
teens and whatever, but I just stopped. I got married and gave up everything.
That usually
I
happens.
got divorced.
And then you're like, hey, I
That was
gotta.
good.
But you got the dog.
I got the dogs in there.
Deal with your drink there.
And then Haas comes along and goes, bring your drum set out. We'll have a good time. And so I just start playing drums again.
So how long have you guys been together as Call Me Bronco?
As a whole, bit over a year.
As a whole, this lineup.
This lineup has been a year.
Wait, when did we get the marriage license?
Actually, it was the goddamn Gallows show.
Yeah, that was the first one that Bobby played.
Ooh, that was bad.
So I think after a year, it's a band is Commonwealth married. So now you guys, when you split all your stuff.
I don't know. Year's not a long.
Well, I mean, me and Sam are actually already on that page when we go on tour.
Right.
Both of us are like, this is mine, and that's you know whatever, and we kind of fend for each other. We're trying to. Yeah.
So
We're in there.
It got weird.
so the,
Make it weird.
We're already Commonwealth.
you gotta stay
We're already Commonwealth tour married.
Yeah, tour married.
So, depressing songs for the depressed is your guys' album. How long did it take you guys to put that together?
That was recorded probably about a month before Bobby was in the band, and we recorded that in a day, and then we had a day of recording, and then a day of like fixing the mistakes, and mastering. So we took about 2 days to do all that, and just
I was there for the first day.
Yeah,
And then I bitched and complained and cajoled the entire next day at work to get off early so I could go finish up the next day.
And they got
I
there.
got there. Sam was like, "Hey man, what's up? We're done." Why the fuck am I here? I don't know.
So, one of the songs that I remember most that caught me off guard at Muddy Roots was the Paul Revere song by the Beastie Boys. What is
we're not legally allowed to have that recorded.
Right. It's not recorded. I hadn't heard it on a recording at all. But were you guys all influenced by the Beastie Boys, or?
Yeah, that was.
Not me.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I really liked the Beastie Boys growing up. They were one of my favorite bands when I was in high school. But I wish I'd never done that.
Really?
Well, because it's a song that everybody wants to hear. It's like
Cody's bitch about it. Ooh,
Yeah.
he is not happy about that.
I don't know. I want to play my music, and I feel like when I do a cover like that, everybody wants to hear that cover.
Right.
And it's like, well, no, I thought it was just a thing.
Sure. No, I get it.
We made it a part of the set really early on.
Yeah. We recorded it on our first, EP. And
No, we didn't.
No, it never happened.
No,
never
we didn't.
happened.
Sorry, there might be.
Like I said, I just saw it live one time.
We can bleep
No,
this
but
out.
it takes away from the stuff that you.
Yeah. So it's like if you
Everybody
just,
wants to hear
it's
that.
not. I mean, I did the same thing. Me and Bobby had a band called Bosco. We did the same thing with the Wu-Tang song.
God.
And it was just like,
Does Bosco have to come up every time you do anything?
well, yeah. I remember you begging to be in Bosco. I remember that.
Oh, come on, guys.
And next question.
So yeah, I was like before. That actually goes into my next question. And when you guys are spending 8 hours in a van together and you start to have disagreements, it doesn't seem like that ever happens with you guys.
Never.
No, actually, no. I mean, in any other, I've spent a lot of my time touring in my life this far, and this band has had the. It's almost like none.
So we have low grade narcolepsy.
We've had like two.
Sean for drinking.
We stay
Bullshit. We've had like two fucking.
We've had two, and that's been it.
That I can't even count.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe 3, but we have never come to stabbing each other.
no, not even
Stabbing?
with. Yeah, I mean that's
where your head goes.
Yeah,
It's not like
that's
not
really
like
hard.
arguments like, I don't like you anymore.
But they're
We totally
really-
skipped like violent yelling.
Verbal
and disagreements
blows.
too.
Verbal
We just
blows.
stab.
We're
We're just very stabbing.
verbal blows.
We're a stabby man.
Like 2 or 3 times.
We dropped the
maybe.
hammer quick on
If
that one. I was
that.
like, look, if you get out of line on the van on this tour, you're getting fucking stabbed.
I guess it's because
No.
I'm the
That's
bass
the way
player. I
of it.
get that.
Right. So I've heard you guys are working on new stuff, recording new stuff. Are you guys have a plan for a new album?
Yeah, we've got a new EP that we have with us called "Death Rides a Pale Bronco," and we're looking for maybe this fall to do something more. That's a 5-song EP, and we kind of rushed that too.
Everything's rushed.
I rush everything,
Kind of do
and it
everything.
kind
You
of
want
like,
to redo everything.
You know,
really.
I think we're gonna go redo.
It works for us,
like the
though.
new song. Well, it works, but it's not. It's not at that level that it needs to be. I mean, it works because it's important to have that music out as fast
Sure,
as you can. You
sure.
know? So you have something to sell, so somebody has something to take home
Sure.
from
Right.
from the show, and so and that's very important to have
To keep your name fresh in people's minds.
Well, and to have like constantly have new T-shirts and
Sure.
and new music and CDs and stuff like that. So I have a tendency to rush it, and I kind of look over the fine details, and so when I go back and look at it, I'm like, oh man, I don't really like the way that sounds. I wish I would have sang this differently. and stuff
Sure.
like that, but I've never spent more than 2 days in the studio for anything I've ever done.
Right.
And then I never, do anything more than that. I might get it remixed or slightly mastered a little bit, but then I'd put it out as fast, just start burning it on CDs.
I'm kind of a first take drummer, so.
You're that good that just boom, one take, and you just walk away. What I've noticed from the new stuff is it does seem a little harder than maybe the first album.
Well, those are the songs that me and Bobby wrote together. Like the album, the first EP was me writing the bulk of the work, except for the drum parts and the bass parts. But the rhythm, melody, and lyrics are all mine.
I wrote at least one line. And,
Well, no, actually, I do have to say, Aaron, we have a song that we never recorded that me and Aaron wrote together.
That's probably never going to get recorded.
It'll get recorded, Keith.
It will?
Yeah.
What's the premise?
I mean, it's just you're breaking up with your girlfriend like half the song.
Right. Right.
But it was just we wrote that song together. But then on the new one, that was after Bobby joined the band. So me and Bobby wrote all those songs together. And
Do you think that his influence, kind of changed the?
well, yeah, I like the dynamic of it. I like, and plus it takes.
I mean, you can't really tell.
As he's like over here going,
No, you can't tell at all.
No.
It's getting there. See, actually, me and Aaron had a plan from the very get-go that we were going to slowly turn it into a doom metal.
Also, we're going to be a doom metal band with Grand Pulse guitars.
no, not anymore. No, we've gotten over that.
No.
That's
I'm building guitars in the car right now as we speak. I know. They look rustic, but you don't know what they contain.
So we're gonna go through. Bobby, what's your favorite thing about touring?
I actually thrive on tour. I don't at home at all. Like, I'm kind of a scumbag. Waste of space, basically. Like I walk into a bar, it's like, oh, that fucking guy. But on tour, like I find my own.
You get in the van, I immediately say, well, that's
I actually do spend less time partying than anything else, like I'm building things or drawing or doing something.
Awesome. What's your least favorite part of touring?
The end.
The end?
I fucking hate going home. I hate fucking going home.
I think.
Fuck you, buddy.
I think.
I hate going
we
home
all
because
feel that way.
I know it's the end. I know that's the stop of this, and I love to tour. I mean, that's just. I love to go out and meet the new people and fucking have people who've never listened to us hear us.
Yeah, and those of us.
They didn't come to you.
Play shows.
I don't know what he said, but I guess I'll have to wait my turn.
That's why you probably should. I hate touring.
Oh, that wasn't the question. That's just that's your flat
Yeah,
answer. You just hate
Aaron's
it.
a homebody. He's happy when we get home.
He's a what?
He's a homebody. I want to be with my girlfriend and my dogs. And
Oh, there it is, girlfriend.
And my stepkid. And
I think it's more.
I know what you said. You said something.
I said something that started with a
So, Sam, what's your least favorite part of touring besides the end?
besides the end.
Yes.
I mean, I don't necessarily mind it. Like, it's not. It's more of a stop. It's not really an end because when at this point when we go home, we know when we're going out again. So it's not like oh, this is over, guys.
Right.
I know, but
We'll have to wait till next summer for camp. You know?
but it's still.
Yeah. But I mean, no.
You get the butterflies and the dread feeling with you too. When we're driving home, driving into town, you're about home.
Yeah.
You get that butterflies and the dread just.
Yeah, I mean, I have a girlfriend that I love at home, and I miss her, and I like being there. But I also like my favorite thing. I say my favorite thing about tour is I like meeting people, but not having like kind of knowing a bunch of people. And you get to see them, 3 times a year.
Sure.
And you just get to pick up where you left off.
Right.
From the last time you
The
saw
friendships don't get drudged out.
The thing, and you don't learn to hate each other. Like, because there's things about everybody in this band that I can't fucking stand, and I love them for it. And because we've just known each other for long enough. Don't try to act like I don't get on your fucking nerves.
God, I hate you.
Snacks as friends.
But,
I feel like I should have sat between them.
No, they'll be all right.
I've known him longer.
See, later tonight they'll be snuggled up together.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's not gay.
He's got a piss on the floor.
Right. If it's not gay, it's for survival. Right.
Yeah, and it's a cold night tonight, Keith. You might have
I might have to
no, it's very not that there's anything wrong with it.
I'm gonna stay awake all night and make guitars.
But one of the things is you get to meet people and you don't learn their faults.
All right, I got it.
You don't get to know these people well enough, and sometimes their faults come through in ways that are apparent, and then you don't work with that person, you don't see them anymore. You just don't get along. But the people you do get along with, you don't have time to know them and to understand what is wrong with them, which is what's wrong with all of us.
Right.
And it's
They got a soft couch in the house.
Yeah, they got a soft couch in the house.
After a week in a van, screw it.
Dr. Phil.
So this is a 2-part question. The first one is a setup question, just like Maury would do, right?
Brutal.
Which one of you is the cutest one in the band?
Depends on who you ask. If you ask the butcher of Charleston, she will, by God, tell you Keith.
That's funny.
That leads into the question
We
before.
just know it's not you. It could be either one of us.
It could be either me or Bobby.
Because the reason why I asked that question is because
What's up?
You're out of the running, dude. I'm sorry.
we were hanging out before the show, and Keith started telling me the story about the crazy lady who was going to kill all of you. Who wants to take that and give us the abridged version of that story? Because it was pretty hilarious.
Well, I mean,
This
there's
girl
different
wanted to
parts of
cut
that
our
story
faces
because there's different things that
And we
happened
escaped.
while we were all separated.
Story's over.
She separated to conquer.
Look,
Is that
it
what it was?
all came down to
Conquer.
she shoved me and Bobby and asked us why we were following her, even though she had just asked us to accompany her on the walk while these two idiots drove the van. She overhand threw cats at me.
She overhand.
The rest of you have nothing. She overhand.
Dude, me and Aaron
She didn't toss. She fucking shut. Full-grown cats.
After she told us not to
Not to touch the cats.
She's like, if you touch my cats, I'll fucking kill you. And that is a quote.
Wait, but that...
She showed me them masks and shit.
Yeah, and she had these creepy masks.
Okay, now everything's just getting fucking
Jumbo.
Yeah.
Well, let's start from the
Okay,
beginning,
so
boys.
who wants to do the creepy mask description?
Start from the
Whoa,
beginning.
right there.
Start from the beginning. We'll start from the beginning.
Okay, the beginning.
Aaron and I have to walk with her on foot to her house 2 blocks away while these guys drop off a PA that we borrowed 2 blocks away in the van. And we follow her. Everything's fine and dandy until we get 2 blocks away, and it's 2 more blocks and 2 more blocks. And she starts walking ahead of us, skipping ahead of us and talking to herself a little bit and giggling about how I used to be
downstairs is
how I
easy.
used to be a butcher, and I haven't felt the feeling of cutting meat in so long, and tonight's gonna be so awesome.
Because
It's been
downstairs
so
is easy,
long.
but upstairs is hard.
Downstairs easy, upstairs is real hard. I don't think you can handle it, but it's okay. And giggling and maniacally laughing, and we're both like, really? Is it gonna? Okay, and then we finally get. Pretty much a bunch of shit happens, but then we get close to her house, and she runs full speed, pushes Aaron. Mind you, she is Aaron's size, stature.
She was a very long.
She was a couple inches shorter, but
She was not as
probably.
tall. She was probably as wide.
She
but-
taller than me, shorter than Aaron.
Look, she pushes Aaron just out of the blue. Pushes
And
Aaron.
weighed
She's like,
about as-
why the fuck are you following me? Get the fuck away from me! Starts screaming bloody murder, and we're both like, what the fuck? This is bullshit.
Right.
And she started laughing. She's like, oh, here it is. It grabs us both by the arm and takes us over to the house. They pull up, and these dum-dums come running up, and they're like, and they've got their fucking bags, and me and Aaron were like, trying to say things without words.
I'd like to say at this point though, we should have not gone.
What's
But no, we heard her
we're just gonna go upstairs, and we're like, no, I'll get to it. And they're like, oh, what? I don't know, it's cool. We're gonna go upstairs.
Completely oblivious.
Yeah, and then we all get up there, and me and Aaron are like, no, this is fucking horrible. This is, we just signed our fucking death wish.
All right.
So at what point? Why didn't the fellas all turn around and just leave?
Well, I mean,
Because we're stupid.
It got interesting.
you didn't want to go up there.
Look, these guys are walking around getting a
They did
tour of the
not
house.
say anything to
Aaron
us
and
about
I
their
are sitting
going
in the
up there.
living room while they're getting a tour of the house. We're sitting in the middle of the floor with our backs to each other so we can have a 360 view. And we're like, look, brother, I mean, we haven't known each other that long, but
It's been real good, man.
you know,
I appreciate your friendship.
This is happening while we're in the room with her.
Remember Mark's Pomeranian?
She's showing
remember
us
Mark's
her art.
Pomeranian?
He was a
Like
cute
she
dog.
literally just picks up roadkill, skins it, and makes art out of it. Well,
I don't
she's
know if I could call it art.
well, that's what she called it. I mean, let's be all unfair. She did
made it scary.
fillet a bunch of stuffed animals,
She
pull out
made
the
it-
stuffing,
she made it
and
scary.
She
sew them
made
together.
scary.
Yeah, and well, at this point, I'm calling our friend Mark who set the show up for us, and he's not answering his phone, trying to see if we can go sleep on his wood floor. Because the whole reason that we didn't do our original plan of going to sleep on Mark's floor is because this girl who seemed completely normal when we met her at the bar lured us with promises of beds and couches for
I'd
everything.
like to hop in here right quick. I'm 6.5 feet tall. These beds and couches that she claimed to have everywhere.
She did not
She
have-
hands me a this little fold up like TV,
Yeah.
like 7-year-old kid.
It was like a love seat.
It was a
that-
strawberry shortcake, like early '80s piece of shit. She folded out and pine cones and leaves and just trash and shit fall out. She's like, "Here's your bed."
Did you make it through the night?
Well,
Fuck no, we ran.
this is me and Keith went, she's like, you need to come look at my art. And I had just gotten a hold of Mark. Actually, he called me back while I was in the room. So we go in there. It was the creepiest room I've ever seen. She had tattered like bed sheets, like,
Easy cleanup.
stapled to the wall.
It was easy cleanup.
What easy cleanup?
Oh, for blood.
Yeah, okay. Easy cleanup.
Anyhow,
It's on the ceiling. It doesn't clean anything. And she had this coat that she had made out of skinned stuffed animals.
She told me
And
she put it on.
And it was like they were dirty. It wasn't like
It wasn't clean.
It wasn't
Oh, no.
clean. They
It was
were
like
some
my
of them were
buddy
Care
stays
Bears.
next to my pet monster. It was grubby over here. just
Dude, the fact that she
sad.
pulled a Buffalo Bill and just said, when I put it
Well,
on, I can feel the stuffing.
Then I got a phone call from Mark, and I went outside, and I was like, this girl's fucking crazy. He's like, oh yeah, I should have told you, she's a little nuts. I was like,
Okay,
A little
I'm
nuts.
gonna cut in. Now this is where I go to the bathroom. I get up out of the living room and I go into the bathroom. Like I gotta take a piss. I go in there and the whole time, mind you, they're getting the walk around. Me and Aaron are in the living room back to back, and we can hear voices, and we're like, shh, shh. Wait, do you hear anybody talking but her? Maybe she's mimicking their voices. We're like, I don't know. I'm gonna go take a piss, and I up and start going to the bathroom, and Sam comes out to go use the phone. So they're out of the bathroom. I go in to take a pee. It is weird. I'm not really concerned with how the fucking surroundings are. I just want to make it out of the house. I just want to make it out of that place. I come out. I pass by. I swear to God, I come into the living room. I pass by a dude over here, something over here, in my peripheral.
Oh, we're at home bums?
But that was weird. Yeah. And I turn around and look, sit down next to Aaron. I'm like, was she here the whole time? And there's this girl sitting, she's like her mid-20s, but she's missing teeth, like crazy hair, and not like dressed in pajama pants because it's cool, but you know, she's got like a 40-inch like butt ice or something. She's like up against the wall, just rocking back and forth and staring at the wall like, oh, just determined fucking.
This is a long story, but it all happened.
Yeah. I come in, I was like, wait, oh my God, has she been here the whole time? And Aaron's like, oh, has she?
Came out of nowhere.
Where'd she come from? Like she just appeared in the room.
But you guys survived.
Yeah.
Call Me Bronco continues to travel on. Guys, thank you very much for being on the show.
Sorry that took so long.
No, that's why
that's not even the end.
Yeah, that's not even the end.
Part 2. We'll save it for part 2. It'd be like the teaser.
She threw cats at me.
She did throw overhand throw cat.
And
wait, I've got to go get a new one.
I before the interview, I was given a piece of paper, Aaron, and it says, "Yes, you are the father."
You son of a bitch.
What? Mark?
Mark is not.